What's going on, YouTubers? Man, happy to have y'all here. Just wanted to come at y'all real quick, not gonna take too much of your time, but I know you might be curious on how you can earn interest on your goal, right? Like today is the 22nd of September, and we all expected the market to do what it normally do in September. We call it Rectember because the market tends to drop, especially towards the end of the month. So, what have you done to protect your assets? Right now, we're going to show you a way to not only protect your asset, but how you can earn interest on it as well. So assets like Ethereum, Sui, Solana, I've been very big on this year. Those assets are currently bearish. Ethereum is down like 4%, Solana is 10, Sui is 8. Like we could have seen this coming, right? We understood the new moon energy starts last night and that the market was going to be a little bearish. So what I want you guys to do in the future to prevent yourself from watching the market trickle on down while you're holding these assets is I want you to swap out of. Let's take profit. And how do you take profit? One of the best ways is with gold. Let me show you just what I mean. So we come over here to swap real quick, right? Now, because again, my SUI is down right now, it looks like it's going to go down some more for the next couple of weeks. Maybe I should swap out of my SUI to something that can earn. What did I find to be a good way to earn? Not with these stable currencies, they cool. And I do like Buck. Buck is one of the best stable currencies because when you stake Buck, you can actually earn SUI as interest, right? Not dollars, but SUI as your interest. So that's a very cool alternative as well. But the one we wanted to bring you guys to today is we understand that price action is usually going to always stay the same with gold, right? I'm sorry, XAUM. Now, this token here is pegged to the price of gold. Let me explain what I mean by that. Let me pull up this other screen real quick for you guys. All right, so we have XAUT. This is a gold tether, and XAUM is priced very similar, right? It's slightly different. Y'all can go and make sure you look up the coin, but XAUM is just like the dollar is pegged. I mean, the USDC and USDT is pegged to the dollar. XAUT and XAUM is pegged to gold. So we could hold gold, like look at it. Since new moon, we always tell our team to use the moon cycles when we trade, right? So when new moon come, we was telling our members, hey, take profit from your assets and swap those profits into gold. So they moved into gold since new moon. They're in profit right now. If they held on to Ethereum since new moon, they are down, right? If they held on to Bitcoin since the new moon, they have lost money. Money is it went from 116 down here to 112 because they did not take profit. However, if they held on to gold, look at that right here. It was at 36.82. Now it's at 37.50. Gold would have been a smarter move to move even your SUI into, right? If you've been holding a bag of SUI, if you listened to me before, and I'm still very bullish on SUI, by the way, this is just a correction, a little pullback. But if you are bullish on SUI, when that new moon came, right, because we bought it for full moon. Y'all remember, we bought it down here while it was running up. You don't hold forever. You got to take profit. So when we bought it down here at $3.32, it just made sense to take profit at $3.80. You're not always going to get the perfect top. So I didn't take profit at $3.98, but I did take profit at $3.89. And I really wish I'd have went into a short when I did, because look at that drop after that. Price came down here and consolidated for a little bit, but following that new moon, we see a beautiful drop. Now, what if instead of holding SUI, we held gold, right? Now, let me show you how to do it. I know y'all are wondering. Let's head back over here for a second. All right, bet. So we have us a nice little bag of SUI. I just wanted to buy like $100 worth of gold. Let me see, what is that, about 30 SUIs or something? I think like 29, something like that. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and surrender 30 SUI. We want to get out of the position right now so that we're no longer watching that downtrend on SUI. And maybe we can even get some of that uptrend that we get from gold. So let's make that swap. All right, go ahead and prove it. Very cheap to make the swap. 30 SUIs for $100 worth of gold. Beautiful, beautiful, right? But wait, there's more. So now that we own gold, you know what I'm saying? I have 0.026682 of gold, right? Let me come back over here to the app because I don't just want to hold gold. Now, holding gold is already a benefit. We already seen the difference in holding SUI and holding gold following new moon. And this is just the beginning of the new moon. It just started like last night, right? So we still got a lot more downside for the crypto market. And I believe it'll be more upside for gold. So while I'm holding my gold, I plan to hold it for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? While I'm holding my gold, I want to earn interest on it. And right here, you see how you can actually get 20% APY? Alpha Land Protocol will give you 18.12%. Alpha Mining will give you 0.51%, leaving you with a total APR of 18.63%. The APY is 20.47. Compounding Alpha Land Protocol APR multiplies times a day. So they actually rebalances for you, right? I don't have to do it. I can set it and forget it and know that not only am I earning interest, the interest is getting put right back into this vault, which earns even more interest. All right, cool. So now that I've swapped over to my gold, I swapped SUI in the gold as a way of taking profit. That was just me saying to myself, hey, you know what? SUI had a good run. I think it's probably going to dip for the next couple of weeks. Let me take profit. When you take profit, you have an option of swapping it into a stable currency, which is pegged to the dollar, coins like USDC, USDT, or even Bucket Protocol. These are stable currencies, right? Or you have projects like XAUM and XAG. These are pegged to precious metals. Now, we understand that precious metals hold their value, right? The same amount of gold it used to cost to buy a car in the 1800s is the same amount of gold that will buy you a car today in 2025, right? The same amount of gold that pirates used to wear in their earrings to make sure they got a proper barrel is the same amount of gold. Those 2 ounces of gold is enough to, I say ounces, I'm sorry, 2 grams. Just grams is what you put in your ears, right? The 2 grams of gold is enough to bury you, $5,000 burial or something like that, with a gram being worth 37,000. So gold holds value, guys. While we're trying to fight against inflation, while we're trying to hold on to the same buying power that we had just last year, one of the better ways to do that is to hold an asset that's pegged to gold versus holding an asset that's pegged to the dollar. Now that we know how to swap that asset, let's come over here and actually deposit it. Boom, that $172. We deposit that here into AlphaFi, and now we're earning interest on our gold. Where else can you do that at? I'm not earning interest on my dollars. I'm earning interest on my precious metal. They gave me a digital version of gold, and at this time, I just locked $100 worth of that gold. And I want to continue the dollar cost averaging. You see, they show my deposit right here. You would also start to see the interest going in here. This $100 will not be $100 tomorrow. Matter of fact, I make sure we come back and show y'all some results by Friday. So Thursday, we do another call on Thursday. So we'll come back and show y'all the results. I'm not going to add any money to this. Y'all can check the time and the date. It is 9/22, 1:14 Central Time. I just got gold. Gold currently is priced up. I'm sorry. Let me pull this one up. Gold is currently priced at $37.49. Y'all can remember $37.50 for easy math. And we're going to see what that gold is on Thursday or Friday and how much it's gone up. And then we're going to see how much interest we've gained by staking it in AlphaFi. Man, I hope this was helpful. Just want to give you guys some easy ways to get things going and started so you can start earning from your investments. And I appreciate you all for being here. Peace, love, and abundance. We will catch you all on the next call.